Hello everyone, here I go, Vykker, back in the lab, very excited today. Something new came in. I wasn't really sure if I tried to do this type of thing, but I am going to do my best at a box opening video. Here I am, everything's set up nice, my nice lab background that I made right here. So you can't see my here, but whoop, see I'm here, very nice. I know I'm a little behind on the mic. I might have to swing this over a little bit, try to adjust it so that way I get a nice volume on it. There's always After Effects, thank you. So here I go, straight to my doorstep recently. I found a nice little tab, pull open in case I need to send it back, that's great. That on the desk, and here I go. I'm pretty sure that I know what it is. You know, we all keep track of our apps and everything, and it's really nice. I think I just opened this box all wrong still, but that's okay, or the bag rather. I don't plan on sending it back, so that shouldn't be a problem. And this was, again, a used product that I went out of my way to get. Awesome device. I had the Belkin N52TE, and I didn't even know back then that underneath it, it had the actual Razer logo on it. And yeah, let me see if I can turn this camera a little bit more, sorry about that. I should have did that in prep. Yeah, that's still pretty deep. You see the edge of the green screen a little bit, but I'm fine with that. So this was something I had a long time ago. An awesome device. It only had the 3 rows of buttons. They've added this 4th, and in all the reviews that I've read, a lot of people have said that this 4th row of buttons is a little extensive and hard to reach. I don't doubt that one bit, and even with my crazy fingers, I'm hoping that I don't have a problem reaching it at all. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. It's still nice and sealed. Now, like I said, the review said, must have sealed it nice with tape, yes, that it had a little bit of cosmetic damage, and so instead of being $130, I ended up getting this for about $90 or so. Does this have the extra tab, or does it cut the tape? I think I can just cut the tape. Here I go. Feels like there's something between. Some boxes have that extra latch on the inside. So I'll do it the way it's meant to be done. There we go. Nice. No latch. Not busting anything up. Here we go. This is the latch on the front. Opening it up. And we have this from Razer. Thank you very much, Razer. It's still packaged almost like new. Nice instruction manual inside of it. Some decent lighting over it. Let me move the light over. There you go. Manual. And here's the actual device. Alright. I can see a little bit of the cosmetic wear here, but I think that's all the person was talking about. So to get nearly $50 off because of a little bit of wear and tear on the front of the pad, I am perfectly fine with that. I am very grateful that whoever you are, seller, thank you for keeping your original packaging. I really do feel like I'm opening this thing brand new from the get-go. Even the cable tie. Yes, you have no idea how valuable, I'm going out of the frame, sorry about that, this cable tie is. This thing is so great. Even the cable tie was included in the packaging. Nice. Awesome. A nice lengthy USB cord built into the device, it feels like. I'm fishing that out of the packaging now. Here you go. Nice. Very nice. I plan on keeping this box and all of the packaging just as it came. Very familiar with how this device works. I will go through the manual in a little while, a bit later. But I am astounded and very, very grateful that I've been able to get this device back into my life in my hands. It's very useful. I'll show off the real thing more. I'm gonna put that in my box collection, and here it is. I've always had one of these sitting on my desk, and I went from doing music to doing video games. I played a game called Ace Online. I had a lot of really good friends. Shout out to Batutz, Evo, and a couple others. Divine, if you're out there, thank you guys so much for all those years of video games. And even though I went from music to video games, now here I am going back from video games into music. I loved my Nintendo Switch content so much, and I'll be playing that occasionally, but apparently I'm just a nice little Animal Crossing and a nice little Splatoon 3 fan. I really think that those two games give me a lot of satisfaction, and the amount of time that I'm going to allow myself to play is going to be on those titles. But in the meantime, I'm very curious to see how this stacks up with the Stream Deck I have, because this device was always so much more intuitive and useful. And they call it the Tartarus Pro now. This is supposed to be a version 2. Yes, here you go. Right here on the underside of the device. If I can get a good shot at it. Razer Tartarus Pro. And I'm hoping that this thing functions just as familiar as the N52 Ti did. This is supposed to be pressure sensitive. So I'm supposed to be able to... I feel the clickiness to it. I love it. I'm hoping that pressure sensitivity might actually equate into something for me in the music programs. And that's why I got this, because this is going to be all of my music shortcuts to open up the different functions in Fruity Loops or Reason. I'm also planning on using this as a MIDI controller to some extent. I really want to see what I can do in that department. That's one of the things that the Stream Deck almost has a capability of doing, but I haven't tried it out. The Stream Deck has a little more time to respond to things. It's great for OBS. I mean, I can cut right to this scene where when I plug this in, we can actually look at the desktop. And sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? You can see both the device and my other camera angle of me goofing off. Thank you. This is really phenomenal. Shout out to some of my friends at Sector X. You guys have been phenomenal. Helped me out so much answering different questions. That is my local esports center. I know I'm not supposed to put a whole... I really don't. They're wonderful people and they deserve a little bit of credit. So yeah, I know I'm going in and out of the mic, walking around. And let's see what happens. Just plug this in. It's powering up. I'm going to cut this lamp off so you can see a little bit of the color. You know, they make everything light up now. That's kind of cool. I think it's also a little overrated at times, but in a nice dark area, that'll still look a lot of fun. And hopefully it actually helps me find the buttons. It looks like they did a good job of actually making the digits on it a little more transparent. So that's worth having. So now I know exactly what number is which. It doesn't seem like it's a print. I don't expect that to fade, which will be great. Okay, there you go. It popped up. Wonderful. And I'm very excited to show off a bit more about it. And this is just it. This is the program where you get to go in and key map everything to your liking. And that's what made this device so awesome to me to begin with. And what I'll do is I'll take that key map option and turn it into about 3 different profiles. So that way I have one for different parts of my music software. I had used this wheel as an up and down toggle for the 3 different profiles that are lit up on the side. And that really helps to indicate what you're in. They're right here. You can see them. It's a little awkward for me doing this and looking at it in the camera at the same time. Everything's upside down and flipped around. But I'm enjoying myself. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to actually use it and start getting things done. I'm really going to use this and adapt it for Fruity Loops. I'm going to have some of these be the different shortcuts for the... Say this button will bring up the mixer. This one will bring up the pattern, piano roll, the instrument rack, basically. And the possibilities are endless. I can actually program these to input note patterns. I could program them to input chords and scales once I get a little bit more of that done, which I'm really looking forward to. And keep an eye out on my posts, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of video games, which this might help me do a couple other things for. But I'm really looking forward to diving head on into this music project, and I'm hoping that it'll be just as enjoyable for anybody who watches. I really do. These are not tutorials. I'm not an expert. but I'm exploring and learning along the way like so many other people should do. And you don't have to waste all this time waiting until you're an expert to do something. Get out and get your hands dirty and learn how to do it firsthand. That's the best way to do it. And that's if you don't have someone that you can defer to as a mentor. That's the best way to really do it, is if you ever get the time, develop a relationship with your teacher or friends and mentor each other. I have a couple other people, like I mentioned earlier, the guys down at Sector X, my friend Starving Jesus. All of this goes back to meeting up with them and reigniting my old passions. Here I am making productions. I love it. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for more. I hope this had value to you, and I really hope that the time and effort that I put into these ends up paying off for anyone that tunes in and watches. Thank you so much.